All right, guys, a little Friday afternoon Delta Blues style coming to you from a hot East Nashville afternoon. Hey, guys, what an incredible day. I can't talk too much about this, but I had a great meeting earlier and a little filming for an awards show that's going to happen here in Nashville coming up soon. Great house band. I'm in it, and Uncle Larry and some of our other friends. And we're presenting an award for a really good buddy of ours, and we did some filming for it earlier. Did some interviews and some talking, and it was a lot of fun. So that's something that I can't wait to share with you guys. Anyway, just a little Friday afternoon video. The channel's growing well. Thank you guys so much for your support. Went down to Carter's afterwards. Played some great old Gibson acoustics and a couple cool electrics, a nice old Pro Reverb down there. Had a nice meeting down there with Kim and talked about a couple things. And then just back over here to East Nashville. They're having the Tomato Arts Festival tomorrow, which is going to be hotter than shit. We might go down to Chuck Mead is playing tonight at 6:30 down the street. I mean, this is just neighborhood stuff, you know, springtime or summertime neighborhood parties. Might get out and have a little cold beverage. I got to tell you guys, I really appreciate all the comments. Big time. Lots of positivity, lots of just great support, great comments. I'm glad that a lot of this stuff is working for you guys. I can tell it is. And again, you know, these are just things that I'm doing here for fun on this channel. If you really want to do the deep dive, I offer a lot of lessons for that, you know, as we all do. You know, the TrueFire, the artist works, the private lessons, the guitar immersion experiences, all that stuff. So if you feel inspired, check out all the links below. Got a new website coming soon. I got to tell you all this stuff because these are things that I'm working on every single day to try to be more accessible and more professional and just dial this stuff in as much as we can, you know, to make it easy on you guys and try to speed up the process of learning to make some music and having some fun with the guitar. These Delta Blues chords are so much fun. This is so much fun to practice this, and it's not easy. You know, to get some of these chord inversions like this, these are great chords to know though. Like this isn't like, I'm not playing these big giant chords the whole time because I want to have you know, I want to have some fingers available in these voicings to be able to play some cool licks and melodies and stuff on top. So if I'm playing an E7, you know, I might just grab this. Now the whole thing. Now the real way to play this Robert Johnson lick is not like this. You see guys doing this all the time. They'll go E7, and then they'll go, you know. You don't want that. You want the diminished sound. So you want this. This is E, B, D, and A flat or G sharp. That's your E7. Here's your D shape. Here's your dominant 7. Moving the root back a whole step. Everything else stays the same. Then I've got this big chord, right? With the root on the D string 2nd fret 1st finger. Then all that's going to happen here is these fingers are going to move back a half step together. So it's going to go from this. Now I'm just pinching with all these fingers, right? But you want to keep the bass note in the mix. Like, I'm not doing any real crazy like Tommy Emmanuel, Chet Atkins, Jerry Reed, or whatever, you know. I'm not doing any kind of real independent syncopated or stuff like that. Nothing's like really crazy hard. I'm just pinching, right? So it's kind of like almost like that, right? So. That's the sound you want, right? So. Then your little lick comes in. So what happens is this stuff is like a little bit of a puzzle, phrasing wise. You have to have some of these licks under your belt to be able to put the puzzle together to where everything fits timing wise, because there are some little tricky things in here. So if I go, you know, it's almost like a call and response with yourself, right? A7. My hand's coming off the fingerboard. I'm not even holding down that A chord anymore because I want to free myself up. So if I hit the bass note, there's a minute there. You don't miss that chord not being held down. You're freeing yourself up and giving your hand a break, right? When it goes to the 5, you could do this this turnaround. Walk up, boom, boom. You know, chromatic from the 3rd, 4th, flat 5, then 5. Or you could walk down like this. So that's a little confusing because it's got the 2 on the bass note, but that's a B7, so that becomes your 5th of B7, right? So I'm walking down. Throw a quick 2 in there. Because when you get familiar with those tritones, this is a big deal. Like Jimmy Vaughn. But it's the major 3rd. These are these little things that really matter. The major 3rd. And this little slur. So you got to slip those little phrases in there quick or they ruin the groove and they don't make sense. So I'm constantly keeping that pulse in my head, and if I screw up, boy, you really know it. I mean, and then this kind of stuff, right? This is great practice right here. Well, first of all, then I'm going to walk up to this 3rd, then out of this E7 here, C shape, E7, drop these 2 down. That gives you this voicing of the E7. Now watch what happens here. That diminished shape again. So this, it moves up. So I could go. See, I'm always climbing up to the higher place to be able to come back down in some sort of way that makes sense. So again, up here. So you're hearing, you know, you're hearing these melodies on the higher strings, right? And how these voicings work. So now watch, go to A. Now there's our E. There's our A, right? So now we got. All these voicings start making sense and they start being relatable. B. Same thing as the A. So it's all about that. So it's like. That's the inner workings of these chords and how they work. But there's some great fun you can be had. You know, this kind of thing, minor pentatonic. So. Right, you know that. Famous. I know you're going to say that's too fast, slow down. This is just all pieces of the puzzle coming together to develop some vocabulary to be able to navigate your way through these. Like, you know, I love this. Major third. From the 5. Out of your... the vibe, right? So I hope you get something out of that, some of these little chord movement things that we're doing. Here's a great one if you can get it. You know, some pretty fun stuff there. I mean, I can break that down at another time, but what was I going to tell you? Great weekend coming ahead. I got a couple days off. I'm going to try to get a little bit of work done, enjoy some Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll be back, and hopefully I can get a video out to you guys maybe on Sunday or Monday or something. Got a little traveling coming up, Nantucket, a couple gigs with Oates here in Nashville, the Franklin Theater December 4th, September 6th at the Country Music Hall of Fame Theater. That's going to be a blast. And then I go to Nantucket, then I go to Spain for 2 weeks, October 1st through the 15th. Cafe Berlin in Madrid with an all-Spanish rhythm section. And then back. And then we're doing, you know, we'll get into, it'll be fall then. So who knows what's going to happen. But I hope you guys are great. Been listening to the live trio footage from live trio recording from the other night at the Underdog. We got 3 good sets. It's sounding really good. This is going to be such, you know, so much fun to release this stuff to you guys in a high level professional way, not just an iPhone clip, right? So anyway, hope you got something out of that. Look forward to seeing you guys soon, and have some fun with some Delta blues this weekend. Just don't forget to have fun. Do this. Just have some fun with it. E7, A7, B7. Let's play the blues. All right, amigos. We'll see y'all real soon. Thanks again. All right, bye.